So recently, EDA and AEM conducted a joint survey of their members to talk to them about their feelings with respect to their current inventory levels. Would you mind sharing basically what that survey was and what the results of that survey were?
Overall, one of the important issues that the industry has faced over the last couple of years is just inventory in general. And so we saw a lot of used inventory coming back onto the lot as we were selling a lot of new equipment, and really created a little bit of a log jam in terms of retail sales at the dealer level. So both manufacturers and dealers are extremely interested in that. So we wanted to do a survey and see, where are we at today and what's the general perception in the marketplace, both from dealers and manufacturers.
We felt it would be a good opportunity to see what the dealers the dealers' views are with current inventory levels, especially the used inventory, as the current ag economy has made it a little difficult, obviously, for equipment dealers that have used inventory levels pack up on their lots. So we conducted a survey in conjunction with AEM, and I think it gave us some pretty interesting insight.
With respect to the survey results, were there any differences in the answers of dealers and manufacturers that you thought were interesting?
Both groups agreed on high inventory levels over the past couple of years, but I think one of the key differences that we saw was that in terms of new inventory, I think that dealers, there's probably 70 some odd percent that were saying, new inventories are still a little bit too high. And from a manufacturer's perspective, I think we saw 34% that were saying that it was still too high, and 45% that were saying that the inventory levels are about right now. So I think that there's that difference that's going on. And I think from a manufacturer's perspective, they've certainly cut their production overall and certainly trying to manage inventory as a result of that to meet the market demand. I think dealers are looking at it from a day-to-day basis. They need to worry a lot about moving equipment off their lots and how they do that. So I think so there's a little bit of different in perspective. Manufacturers looking probably a little bit more macro, and dealers having to deal with the daily operations of their operations that they have.
Manufacturers, I think, thought that they were not as heavy as the dealers certainly did. There was a pretty large discrepancy, if you will, from the perceptions of what the inventory levels are from the dealer standpoint and the manufacturer standpoint. But that doesn't surprise me too well. The dealers are dealing with this on a daily basis. It's cutting into their cash flow, these pieces of inventory and iron sitting on their lots, and it's something that they have been trying to manage and take care of, and so they're looking at it on a real-time basis, trying to deal with it. Whereas the manufacturers are probably looking at multiple, they're only their line, and maybe a little longer term possibly. A lot of the commentary from the dealers was there wasn't a lot of support, if you will, from the manufacturers, but there are some programs that they're doing, some special financing programs that they're offering dealers, some extended warranty type programs for the used equipment to help move some of this stuff. And when the inventory levels get low and you have some programs to help move it, it provides a pretty pretty reasonable opportunity for farmers to purchase some pretty decent equipment, used equipment, provided they have the cash flow to do so too.